Welcome to Chad Hates Carbs. Today we're going to do angel food cake. This time, hopefully, we will not have it fall like it did the last time we recorded. But let's get started. I've got 375 grams, 380 grams actually, which is 11 eggs worth of egg whites in this bowl here. To that, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go run this into my KitchenAid and come back when it's nice and frothy. Okay, at this point I've got nice froth on the egg whites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, this is a teaspoon of almond extract. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to add a tablespoon of Fiber Yum, which is a biotic sweetener. Get that spread around in there. I believe that the gal that did the recipe put that in as some kind of syrup, but I don't have that. And then this is stevia, just a few, it says 25 drops of sucralose, which I'm using stevia instead just to mix up the sweeteners. So we're going to slap that in there, and then we're going to go ahead and get that all beaten up into a nice firm froth. Alright, we've got our stiff peaks, and it's nice and solid and airy. So at this point we're going to go ahead and mix in. We're going to be folding that in, but before we do that, because I'm crazy, I have a 1/4 cup of whey protein. I'm putting it in this food processor because I'm tired of lumps. This is 3/4 cup of lupin flour, and then this is 1 cup of powdered erythritol. And this is actually granular, and that's one of the reasons why I'm putting this in a food processor, because it's granular, not powdered. So this will help to reduce the granular nature of the erythritol. So once I get done pulsing this, we'll start doing the fold. One thing I forgot to mention was that I did add another 1.5 teaspoons of glucomannan, which is cognac powder, into this before I did the make it tiny. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and put in about half of the egg whites in here, and we're supposed to put in about 1/3 of this, and then fold in fold in all of the flour mixture. And folding is kind of one of those magical things that I never seem to know whether I'm doing right or not, and you just gotta try to keep it coming. It looks a lot of times like you're not actually making any progress, but eventually it'll work. You just gotta keep at it. So basically the idea is you're gonna scoop in egg white, you're gonna fold in more of the flour, and you're going to keep doing that until you've got everything all mixed together. So I'll come back when that's all done. So I have to use this bowl. It's the biggest bowl in the house, and there's barely enough room in this bowl to finish the folding. But once you get it done, it's going to look kind of like that, and you're going to flip batter all over yourself. Anyway, at this point, all we need to do is make sure we stick it in have our oven at 375. We're going to cook it for almost an hour. So it's going to be a late night snack for me tonight. Yeah, spoon into angel food cake pan. So I'm just going to spoon it in like this and slap it in the oven. And we'll be back and try it once it's done. See you then. 50 minutes in. See what it look like. Woo! It's only 50 minutes, but you can see there was a little bit of smoke going on there. It's definitely spongy. That's what it looks like. So we're going to flip this over and let it cool, and see what we've got in a few minutes. Alright, it's been a good 20 minutes of cooling. So let's see what this thing looks like. I'm going to use a serrated knife around the edge. Don't know if I need to do that in here or not, but might as well try it. Let's see what we got. There you go. Does look a little bit brown on the outside. You can see but it's not too bad. That tastes really good. I kind of wonder how I'm supposed to do this, since it is actually sticking to the pan this time, unlike last time when I tried to just cut that. It is sticking a little bit to the pan, but definitely isn't as compressed as the last time. It didn't fall, but you can kind of see it didn't rise as much as I would have liked. But I'm having a great day here. Tastes good, but it's interesting. I had thought that the whole reason that it didn't rise very well last time was because I had done the greasing of the sides of the cake, but you can tell, I mean, it climbed the walls like it was supposed to. So I'm not sure what else. The density it's pretty good. It's spongy. Flavor's good. In some ways, I almost think it could have used a few more minutes cooking, because it's a little bit wet. And I mean wet, not moist. The rind, as it were, is pretty good though. The interior is, like I said, it's a little bit, squishy. But there you go. That's the difference between the no greasing and the greasing. It doesn't seem to make as much of a difference as I would have expected. I expected it to rise a little bit more, but again, tastes great and worth a shot if you're looking for something different. So until next time, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you then.